Hello. Awesome sauce.
It's time we understand addiction.
It's time we realize recovery is possible.
Addiction feeds on isolation and impacts entire families.
Hey guys, it is the DC Rapper. Happy Happy Valentine's Day, everybody, and welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. This show has literally been a long time coming because I have not found anybody that, has loved the X-Men more than this guy does. He was, both his Discord avatar and his Twitch avatar are both X-Men related, so that's pretty cool. It is just a phenomenal. I've been waiting to do an X-Men show since season 1, really. Since season 2. Since season 2, we've switched over to Marvel and DC both. If you're new to the channel, season 1 was started about 3 or 4 years ago now, and we started off just doing DC stuff, and then I did one show where I did what we still call our opposite day show, and I did a Marvel show, and it got a lot of views, a lot of attention, and we are going to, so I built off of that. How's it going, Stoner? Welcome to the stream. I cannot wait to talk X-Men with you. Oh my gosh, I was just telling the rest of everybody else in here that, yes, look, he's even got Wolverine emotes. Oh my gosh, that is so freaking awesome. That was loud, I bet it. Yes, it was. I gotta have it loud so that way, I can it jump scares me at times, I'm not ready for it. I like to be scared at times. But here's the funny thing, I don't really like horror movies. Actually, let's see if we can't turn that down just a bit though for everybody. Oh, where's it at? There's the alert box. Alright, there we go. It shouldn't be as loud now, but it should still say something. Alright. Oh, how about that? Yeah, baby! Thank you, Unheart fan, coming over from the OHB Cavs side this morning. How awesome is that? How's it going, bro? Alright, I know you're not able to chat right now, Unheart fan. I've had some issues on this channel with some trolls, so you just gotta wait about 10 minutes before you can start talking. But thank you so much for the follow. I really do appreciate it. I hope that the rest of you. I saw you this morning over, like I said, over on the OSB Cab side. Was that alert any less loud, Stoner? But man, we have an amazing show for you. We are going to get to know Stoner. He's a first time guest here for DC Film Talk, and we are going to get to know him on this channel a little bit with one of our favorite games, the Speed Force. So I hope you got your thinking cap ready, because I'm going to make you think some, Stoner. Then we're going to talk about 2 X-Men movies. We're going to talk about the first X-Men movie, which came out in 2000, and then the second one, I believe, came out in 2003. So we're going to talk about those 2 X-Men movies. We're going to talk about what it meant for the Marvel Cinematic Universe and going forward. And I wonder if people know what similarities the 1978 Superman movie and the 2000 X-Men movie have in common. There was something there. There was something there that most people kind of overlook and wonder why the X-Men was such a great movie. Excuse me. So, again, we're going to show you, we're going to do one of our best segments ever, called In Their Words, where I'm going to show you an interview from one of the cast members of the X-Men movies, Rebecca Romijn Stamos, who plays Mystique. So that's coming up here very shortly, probably within the next, let's see, I gotta get a time here. Maybe within the next 15 minutes or so. So that will be coming. Alright, so X-Men. Now we're going to talk about this part before we bring on the guest, so that way when we bring on Stoner, we can talk about movies. So the X-Men was created back in the 1960s from Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. And then, they had a good run there. And then in the 90s, they got a resurgence. They got a resurgence in the 90s with the X-Men animated series. And most people watching this show today will probably say that's what got them started on the X-Men. But for me, it was the actual comics. I'm a little bit older. I was born in the 70s, so for me, I got introduced to Wolverine and Cyclops and Storm and Jean Grey, all in the comics, paired up beside, Spider-Man at times, the Fantastic Four at times, something that, the cinematic universe is kind of lacking, in my opinion, but, that's just me. That's just me. The animated series is amazing. It is very amazing, Stoner. You have that na 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 na. Yeah, I love that, man. That's awesome. That's freaking amazing. Oh yeah. Is that what got you started in the X-Men? I'm gonna say yes because of your age. I'm not trying to throw you into the bus or nothing, but yeah. Is that what got you started in the X-Men, or was it actually the comics? I don't know. I can't wait to discuss it with you, to be honest with you. Stoner actually came in over from the OHB Kev side of things. He came in a few streams and we got talking, and I have a timer that pops up on my OHB Kev stream saying something about this stream, about the show and everything. He goes, I'm a big X-Men fan. And I'm like, and we got talking, and we kind of arranged this. I think that day that you signed on to do tonight's show, I think I signed about 3 more people up for that show. It was a very good stream that day. I think might even been playing some Spider-Man at the time. I'm not sure. But we should get back to doing that here soon. We should get back to doing that real soon. Because a lot of people are missing right now I'm playing a NASCAR game, and that's getting a lot of people, because there's a lot of people that like NASCAR games and likes, the NASCAR series. I'm 25 years old, so you're not wrong, LOL. Well, see, I'm rarely am I ever wrong. Now, my stepdad would have something to say about that, but that's his opinion. Mine's the gospel truth. Yes, Spider-Man. Yes, I was playing some Spider-Man. We'll be getting back to that here soon, XXL, I promise. So stay tuned for that. Maybe even as little as not my next stream, because that's tomorrow, but maybe my next, one of the streams next week, I'll do a Spider-Man thing where give my arm a rest from that steering wheel, because man, that steering wheel, it puts my fingers, it makes my fingers numb just racing that sucker. That's how hard I'm gripping that steering wheel, trying to cope with being 3 wide or 4 wide, or whatever, trying to handle an ill trying to handle a car that's just not handling quite well. It's all loose and everything, and I'm gripping it, trying to steady the car, make sure I don't what's the word, don't spin out and crash somebody else. So, but yeah, I don't know, was I dressed up as Spider-Man that stream, or was I just myself? Stoner, can you remember? When the last time you came in, was I dressed up as Spider-Man in that stream? Can you remember? Is that what got you bought? Is that what kind of hooked you into coming into the stream? Let's see. But yeah, I've been wanting to do an X-Men show for a very, very long time, and I'm so happy that I do. And we're gonna bring Sterno on here within the next 15 minutes or so. We'll start playing that next clip. Let's see. Which is 4 minutes long. Here very shortly, so we can bring in Stoner. Sorry, I think my dog was just messing with my mic. It almost looked like it was going to tip over on me. But it hasn't, thank goodness. Alright. Hey, here he is. There's Earnhardt fan. How's it going? Now, we didn't talk much because you were looking in the stream last time. Are you a big, are you a superhero fan? Yeah. Or are you just wanting to support me even more? I don't know which one's which. I know we had, I know you stayed in for most of that race today, and I do yeah. So, but yeah, but I can't wait to actually hear what Stoner has to. No, you were dressed up, but you were using the. No, you were not dressed up, but you were using the Spidey Punk rock suit, so I had to follow. Ah ha ha. I gotcha. A fan of both? Oh, well, you're just... Uh-oh. Fan of both. Well, aren't you just the sweetest? Well, I'm not gonna say. Well, you're just kind. Thank you. Thank you for being so kind, Earnhardt fan. That's something that Earnhardt fan and I have in common. That we are actually both NASCAR fans. Actually, I kind of got away from it from a little bit, but that's for another show. We'll talk about that over on the OHB Kev side. Right now is okay, let's see. There we go. So, let me see something real quick. Yeah, awesome. Okay. So It's been a pretty wild week with work and all the good stuff happening in life. You know how that happens sometimes. But I'm so glad to be here with you tonight. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. For all your lonely hearts out there, we're right with you. We're right with you. But come on, share your love with X-Men with us tonight. How awesome is that? How awesome is that? So, let's go ahead. I'm in about, we still got about less than 10 minutes really before we start playing the clip. So, wait a minute. Can we all agree that Aquaman is useless unless there's fish around? Hey now, well, he's pretty strong too, so I mean, and he can swim fast. If there's and yeah, he can talk to fish, but I don't know, Stoner. I did an Aquaman. We did an Aquaman show already, so. But I'm a fan of all the most of the superhero movies. Some of the ones that are not Marvel and DC, I'm kind of like, whatever. But there have been some good ones out there that haven't been Marvel or DC. Kick-Ass was one of them. Zoom was another one. I like that one. And as we sit here and we talk about the X-Men movies, I want to just... who's excited for the new Sonic movie? I mean, that stars an X-Man. That stars James... That stars James Marsden, who played Cyclops in the X-Men movies. So, is anybody going to go out, this upcoming weekend and see the new Sonic movie? I might go see it next Tuesday. I don't know. Depends on what I'm doing. Wolverine would slash him. Well, luckily we won't have to find out. So, okay, but who would win between Namor and Aquaman? They're both kind of, sea related. Oh, Earnhardt fans loving our banter already, Stoner. That's awesome. That is awesome sauce. So, but yeah, Stoner, I actually rewatched the movies from starting last night and into today. I actually rewatched both the movies we're going to be talking about today. So I have got a fresh mind on both movies. Yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah. The new movie, it comes out tonight, actually. It comes out tonight, and it stars James Marsden, who played Cyclops. And also it stars It also stars Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik. Now, the one review that I saw gave it 3 out of 5 stars, which is not bad. Not bad for a Sonic movie. But he said that, Jim Carrey made the movie. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I want to go see it. You hadn't heard about the Sonic movie, Stoner? But yeah, I was a big Sega Genesis fan for the longest time until they... So you did a recap of the movies to refresh your mind. That's cool. That's cool. I just popped in the DVDs and watched them. And honestly, I was going to do like one of the outtake or the special features for our show tonight, but I decided just to do the interview instead. Because we got a lot to get through. Not as much as our last show. Now, if you're a fan of like the DC TV shows, like I am, I've never missed a Flash episode ever. We watched the last episode of DC Film Talk where me and in-studio guest Patrick Poteet talked Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover. So yeah. Love CW shoes. I guess you mean shows, but that's we know what you mean, fan. We know what you mean, on Heart fan. We know what you mean. No worries, buddy. No worries. No worries whatsoever. Was sad to see Arrow go off the air, but 8 years is a long time for a show. I mean, I guess they couldn't write anymore. Oh, no, that wasn't the reason. Alright, so let's go ahead and play this interview that I got. And like I said, it's Rebecca Romijn Stamos. She plays Mystique in the X-Men movies. And then right after that, we are going to bring on... That's right, we are going to bring on Stoner. And we're going to talk to Stoner for a little bit. So, here is In Their Words with Rebecca Romijn Stamos.
Didn't really feel like a big part of the movie because I was always kind of isolated in my dark little painting room. Initially, Mystique, she's the poser. I mean, I was hired to be the poser in the movie, so it wasn't much of a stretch. And also sitting through hours and hours of hair and makeup, I've had to do that before. Mystique was originally the character that, she morphs into other characters. So at the beginning of the scene, she's ta-da, I'm Mystique, and then she morphs into somebody else who does all the action, and then ta-da, I'm Mystique at the end at the end of the scene. And Fox ended up really loving the image, and so they added a couple fight scenes, and it ended up kind of growing, I think, over the course of the film, of the production. Through 7 to 8 hours, excruciating hours of makeup every day. So, well, not every day. I was in and out of Toronto for the 4-month period that they were shooting the film, but it was really hard. My call times would be 1 to 3 a.m. for the most part.
I have
4 women who worked on me, and the 30. It was like 2/3 of my body covered in prosthetics, and then the rest prosthetic scales, like sheets of prosthetics, and then over 100 prosthetics in all. Very thin, and they move really well. I mean, they're so stretchy. But I don't feel naked once I have them all on, even though I guess I look fairly naked. And for a while, because it's kind of cold outside right now, for a while I thought they'd keep me warm, but they don't. It's kind of like wearing wet clothes when I have them on. They kind of make me colder.
Is it itchy or uncomfortable?
No, I mean, it seals off my skin, but it's not uncomfortable at all. It's actually very, very comfortable. The rest was all airbrushed blue paint, which made me really sick to my stomach.
We started.
It actually wasn't the makeup application process that got to me after a while. It was the maintenance of it that was so horrible, because the pieces would shift and I'd get little halos of skin around the edges of my prosthetics, and so they were constantly re-airbrushing, repainting my body, and so the maintenance really killed me. And plus I had to wear a wig and 2 pairs of contact lenses. It was the most mind-numbing process you could ever imagine. And I maintain that nobody without modeling experience could have handled it. I still have blue pores. Mutants that have evolved and they're using their powers for good, and there are those that have evolved and they're using their powers for bad.
The X.
Mystique, who's the shapeshifter, and I'm the martial arts fighter. And I morph into other characters in the movie, and I'm solid blue. Sit through 7 to 8 hours of makeup every day. It was like 2/3 of my body covered in prosthetics, and the rest was all airbrushed. When I first took this on, they told me it would take 10 hours.
6 hours.
You know those like silicone spiders that you throw against the wall and they slowly climb down the wall? That's what they feel like. We were doing night shoots, so it was down in the 30s. As soon as they would yell action, they would drop my coat, but between takes, they kept me warm with hair dryers up my sleeves. That's how I survived those long nights. Those mutants that have evolved and they're using their powers for good, and there are those that have evolved and they're using their powers for bad. I'm the shapeshifter, and I'm the martial arts fighter. I morph into other characters in the movie, and I'm solid blue. It was like 2/3 of my body covered in prosthetics, and the rest was all airbrushed blue paint.
Alright, so we are going to give, you can see I got my handy dandy telecommunications helmet on, and we're going to give Stoner a call right now. I hope this works. Hey, there he is.
Hey, what's going on?
What's up, Stoner?
Just chilling.
Just chilling like a villain, huh?
Yeah.
Awesome sauce.
Can you hear me fine?
I can hear you just great. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, perfect. I just want to make sure that we're good.
Awesome, yeah. Alright, everybody, this is Stoner XXL. Like I said before, he came in, like, I think I've had a few people do this now since I started streaming on two names, and I do advertise both, one name on the one channel and the other name, I do advertise both channels. But you came in through the OHB Kev side.
Yes,
And
that's correct.
and we just started talking, and you brought up one of your Wolverine emotes, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute here. You like the X-Men?
I don't like the X-Men. I love the X-Men.
You love the X-Men. Oh, and see, and look right there, I'm advertising OHB Kev on this channel. Perfect timing. I didn't do that, by the way. I didn't do that. It just happened. That's
It
awesome.
just kind of happened.
It just kind of happened. Awesome. All right. Huh?
To give you a heads up, the way I literally was scrolling around, I saw your channel, so you were playing Spider-Man, and I'm like, alright, cool, I'm going in there, and that's how it happened.
That's how it
I was
happened.
just scrolling around.
And that's so odd because I very rarely play the punk suit, but I had a nerve in me that wanted to be the rock and roll kind of guy, punk kind of guy for at least a few hours that day, so I decided to wear that suit. And
Yeah,
here we are a few months later. So, yeah, man, it's like crazy.
that's Twitch for you.
That's Twitch for you. Gotta love it. So before we get to know you as a superhero person, tell us about what kind of games you play and things.
So right now I consider myself a variety streamer. I play a lot of bit of different things.
Alright.
The Last of Us, a little bit of Pokemon, Call of Duty, NBA, MLB, anything that I can get my hands on, I'll play it. Right now I'm looking to play Kakarot.
Oh, okay. I got you. I have a lot of my friends right now. My father was asking me if I'm ready to play Cyberpunk yet.
Cyberpunk? I think that's on my list, actually.
Cyberpunk, yeah.
Cyberpunk, yeah, it's on my list.
Yeah, that's the one that I think Keanu Reeves has a role in.
Yes.
So, but I said I don't know. I'm kind of doing the whole NASCAR thing right now, and that seems to be doing pretty well for me. So, but yeah, yes, I have already pre-ordered the MLB, and I got the pre-release, so I'll be getting it. So I actually have a show, another DC Film Talk to do the day of the pre-release. So from 9 o'clock that night until whenever, I will probably be streaming over on the OHB Kev, playing that baseball game or for the pre-release, So I cannot wait for that. That comes out, well, let's see here, 6 weeks is the pre-release, I believe.
Yeah.
Wow. So excited. So
I feel like I
excited.
just bought the other one, too.
Right. So, now, you kind of alluded to this in chat, but you said that you kind of, you grew up watching the X-Men animated series.
Yes,
And,
I'm an 80s kid.
Yeah, you're a 90s kid. I'm an 80s kid. So, I kind of grew up with the comics and everything. But, yeah, hey, that's okay. But now it's kind of role reversed because I don't read the comics that much, but I'm more into the movies and TV shows now. It's just why I do a show about the superhero movies and TV shows and not the comics anymore.
Gotcha.
But,
yeah, that makes sense.
But ever since the X-Men movie came out in 2000, and then Spider-Man came out in 2002, and then the sequel came out in 2003 of X-Men, I've been just kind of hooked ever since.
See, I mean, the X-Men movie, the first one, was the one who paved the way for all these other...
Exactly, and that's what I kind of alluded to before, was, if it wasn't for the X-Men doing so well at the box office, we may not have had a Spider-Man or an MCU today, or anything really. We might not have DC or Marvel movies in the theater today.
I agree.
You know, so I think X-Men, the 2000 X-Men movie, actually paved the way for all the comic movies to do well.
I agree.
You
It
know?
just opened up a new universe for everybody.
Right. Now, I don't know if you heard a little teaser at the beginning, but do you know what the similarities are from the 1978 Superman movie and the 2000 X-Men movie?
No, that I don't know. You will have to explain it. I don't go that far.
Richard Donner was part both in the production of the 1978. Well, actually, all four Superman movies back in the 70s and 80s, and the X-Men movie.
Okay.
So
I
yeah,
actually didn't know that.
yeah. Watching the end credits when I was rewatching it today or yesterday, I'm like, I saw Richard Donner's name up there. I'm going, what? I didn't know. I didn't know it until yesterday. But I'm like, no wonder this movie's so good. No wonder this movie's so good. Richard Donner had a part in it. Forget Bryan Singer, the director. No, it was Richard Donner. Sorry. He screwed up. Bryan Singer screwed up the 2006 Superman movie for me. So kind of salty about that.
I didn't hate it.
Huh? I didn't hate it either because I'm a big Superman fan. But
That's how I feel about it.
it left a lot to be desired in most aspects. In
Sure.
most aspects.
That's
So
how I feel about the last couple of
with
X-Men movies.
the Dark Phoenix.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
I still haven't seen it yet.
It's actually not completely terrible. It's not what I expected. I don't know. I thought it was gonna be a little better.
Right. Now, what do you think is our chances that we will get to see an MCU version of the X-Men here soon? And not just standalone.
I don't know.
I mean,
It's tough. I don't think it will happen. There's too much there's too many politics involved.
but here's the thing though. Disney just bought 20th Century Fox, which had the rights to the X-Men movies.
Also, I actually didn't know that, so that would make it easier.
Right. So, and now it's going to call it like Spotlight Films. They're going to take the word Fox out of it, of course.
They're probably gonna give us a 10-year.
Right.
10-year waiting period.
Now, back in the day, this was back in the day, and I know he did that Logan movie where Wolverine died, but back in the day, Logan went on, on record saying that if by any chance, the X-Men will be brought back into the MCU, there would be a chance that he would do that role again. Now, don't know if that's true or not, Stoner, but, I wouldn't mind seeing it.
I wouldn't mind either.
But I have seen, and I know this is completely speculative and everything, but hey, that's what we do here at DC Film Talk. We just talk. That Harry Potter, the guy that played Harry Potter, might be playing Wolverine.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, I'll give him a chance. Why not?
I have seen pictures of him marked up as Wolverine, and I must say he looks pretty good. I'll have to send you a picture of that later.
See, I don't know if you remember, but you remember when Heath Ledger was being considered to be the Joker, and everyone was hating that pick.
Right. Yeah, I do remember that. And look at him now, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So I will give him a chance. I will never doubt it.
You know, I
If he's
saw.
horrible, then I'll just not watch the movie. But if he's good, then you know,
Right.
I'll give him a chance.
I saw a meme the other day, and it was Joker related. It was the Heath Ledger Joker, or the Heath Ledger Joker, and the Joaquin Phoenix Joker holding up, Oscars, or being Oscar winners and whatnot. And then Jared Leto going, "Come on, guys."
He'll never
That's
win.
not funny. I thought it was.
He would never win one.
No, not as the Joker anyway. Not give him another role or something.
I feel like maybe if they would have gave him a standalone movie, it may have been a little better.
Right.
Not Oscar worthy. That would have never happened. I feel like he was trying too hard.
Right, I mean, they just had to throw Batman in that scene just to spice up it, just to spice that one scene that he was in. I mean, give us a break. All right, so now that we got to know you a little bit as a Twitch streamer, what you like, we're gonna play the Speed Force. There we go. Awesome sauce. Now I got some questions for you right here. And I'm going to read to you, and just come up with them as quick as you can, and we'll see what happens. Okay, so who is your favorite superhero?
Wolverine.
Wolverine, and why is that?
Because he's awesome.
Because he's awesome.
And he can heal himself. And he has metal claws. Come on.
Right.
What else do you need?
What else do you need?
He survived a nuclear weapon.
Okay. What is the coolest superhero item that you own?
Okay. So I have some X-Men comics.
Yeah?
That I bought a little while ago. I don't own a lot of items in general. That's literally only the few things that I own.
Oh,
That's,
okay.
superhero related.
Are they like
I don't really
special
collect.
editions or anything, or just?
No, I just like the art.
Oh, okay, awesome. Okay, so if you could have one superpower, what would it be and why?
One superpower.
One superpower.
I'll be Magneto. I want his powers.
You want Magneto's powers.
Hell yeah.
Why?
So I can bend metal and float around. I'll take it.
You can make
And I-
coins a
and I
lot
can-
bigger, right?
Yeah, if I want $1 million in coins, I'll just steal it real quick. Throw it in there.
I got you, that's cool. Alright, so, would you use your Magneto powers for good or evil?
Evil.
Evil!
100%.
Oh no, not evil!
Why be good?
Why? Okay, so what would be your supervillain name?
Okay, that's a good one. I don't even know. Coin?
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 Alright, Coin.
Can't think of anything.
Who would be your arch enemy?
Oh, that's easy. I can pick anyone? Any superhero?
Whatever.
Easy. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man would be your arch enemy. That's awesome.
Or Batman. One of the two.
Okay, Coin, what would be your kryptonite? What would be your weakness?
Okay, that's good. Kryptonite. Probably will say money, because I'm the Conan, so I'll be obsessed with money.
Oh, okay, so the fact of you having money would. Okay,
You're
I
my
got you.
kryptonite.
I got
I'll
you.
be,
Okay. What?
I'll be like the lamest superhero ever. What's your hero name? Bill?
The coin.
Why? Because I can't stop thinking about money.
Hey, it's the root of all evil. And since you're all evil, why not? Yeah, it is. There it is. Alright, so, your favorite superhero TV show?
TV show? Does it have to be animated or no?
It doesn't have it, either or.
Oh, well, obviously it's the 90s X-Men show.
I kind of figured you would say that.
But if you want one that's a little more recent, I will say that I like, I like the Batman origin story one. What's it called? Oh, Gotham.
Oh, okay, I got you. Gotham. Yeah. I watched that for a few seasons. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I liked it. It was a different angle.
Right, it was a different angle. I did like that aspect. Okay, your favorite superhero weapon?
Superhero weapon. So that it's not attached to their body. It has to be a real actual weapon.
Right.
Thor's hammer.
Ah. Can you pronounce it? Can you
No.
pronounce it?
I don't know how to say his name.
Mjolnir, I think is how you pronounce it.
Mjolnir?
Mjolnir. But it has a J in it somewhere, which is kind of makes it like really, odd to say or whatever. But yeah.
Are you worthy?
Right. Alright, and the very last one. Your favorite scene from a superhero movie?
From any movie.
Yeah, from any movie.
It doesn't have to be the X-Men.
Does not have to be
it's-
the X-Men.
Okay, if it's the X-Men, it will be the scene where Nightcrawler breaks into the White House.
Hey, that's mine too. Awesome. Now, if it wasn't an X-Men movie,
Okay, so there's a few. When Hulk is fighting Loki, and he goes puny god and smashes him.
right?
That's a good one. And then the second one will be when the Joker breaks into the mob's little hideout, and they're talking to the guy on the TV, and he goes, "Do you want to see a magic trick?" and just puts the pencil on. That whole scene is awesome.
What about the interrogation scene?
The interrogation scene too. It's also one of my favorite ones.
Right.
Actually, no, that's my favorite one because you see the Joker going, like, don't ever start with the head. The victim gets so fussy and then he hits him right back and he doesn't feel anything. And they start talking. That was pretty good too. Actually, that is my favorite one.
That is your favorite one?
Yeah, that's the favorite one.
Alright, so let's watch a clip of the interrogation scene. This is going to be fun.
Harvey never made it home.
Of course not.
What have you done with him?
Me? I was right here. Who did you leave him with? Your people? Assuming, of course, that they are still your people, and not Maroni's. Does it depress you, Commissioner, to know just how alone you really are? Does it make you feel responsible for Harvey Dent's current predicament?
Where is he?
What's the time?
What difference does that make?
Well, depending on the time, he may be in one spot or several.
If we're gonna play games, I'm gonna need a cup of coffee.
The good cop, bad cop routine. start with the head. The victim gets all fuzzy. He can't feel the neck. See?
You wanted me. Here I am.
I wanted to see what you'd do. And you didn't disappoint. You let 5 people die. Then you let Dent take your place. Even to a guy like me, that's cold.
Where's Dent?
Those mob fools want you gone so they can get back to the way things were. But I know the truth. There's no going back. You've changed things. Forever.
And why do you want to kill me?
I don't want to kill you.
I don't want to kill
What would I
you.
do without you?
What would
Go
I
back
do
to
without
ripping
you?
on mob dealers? No. You. You complete me.
You're garbage. You kills for money.
Don't talk like one of them. You're not. Even if you'd like to be. To them, you're just a freak. Like me. They need you right now. When they don't. These civilized people, they'll eat each other. See, I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve.
Where's
You
Dent?
have all these rules, and you think they'll save you.
He's in control. I have one rule.
Oh, then that's the rule you'll have to break to know the truth.
Which is?
The only sensible way to live in this world is without rules.
And tonight you're gonna break your one rule. I'm considering it.
No, there's only minutes left, so you're gonna have to play my little game if you want to save one of them.
Yeah.
You know, for a while there, I thought you really were, Dent. The way you threw yourself after her. Look at you go! Does Harvey know about you and his... You have nothing to threaten me with. Nothing to do with all your strength. Don't worry, I'm gonna tell you where they are. Both of them. And that's the point. You'll have to choose. He's at 250 52nd Street, and she's on Avenue X. That's just so.
All right. Uh-oh, looks like you froze, so I'm... There he is. There he is.
Of my luck.
That was such an intense scene. That man. I won't say that it made the movie, but oh my gosh. That was
It's hard to say that it made the movie because the movie was just good overall. Everything.
right. No, I'm not. That's why I'm not saying that. I'm just,
It's not there.
But it was one of the best scenes in the movie, in my opinion. I mean, just wow, awesome. So, X-Men. The reason we are here tonight. Now, again, if you wasn't here for the beginning of the show, X-Men started in the comics back in the early 60s, I believe. 63, I think. And it was created by Stan Lee, of course, and Jack Kirby. So, you know, they, like I said, they had their run, and then again, Stoner's favorite TV show came along, the animated X-Men TV show, which again revitalized everything, and that had probably been off for maybe 4 years or so, before the X-Men movie came out. I'm just kind of going off memory here, but I think that's the time frame. So we were ready for some more X-Men. I don't know about anybody else, but my brother's a big X-Men fan. But with a little girl of his own and working, a full-time job, he really doesn't have the time to come and sit down and talk with us about it. I've tried. But he could bring my little niece around, but yeah.
See, another thing you gotta remember too is that a lot of these younger kids didn't grow up with the '90s show like we did, or that we had the chance to watch. So it's hard for the younger generations to really come out and say, hey, I like the X-Men, since they've only seen the movies, and the last couple of movies haven't been that great.
Right. Oh, DC niece. Earnhardt fan. Yeah, well, we'll probably agree that you're going to probably have to wait a few more years before you actually see DC niece. But I will tell you, she was named after Harley Quinn. My niece's name is Quinn. So, yeah. So, I wonder if her dad or mom will ever let her watch Suicide Squad. But anyway, so, X-Men, the 2000 X-Men movie is pretty much, it had a story, but it mainly focused just on, Wolverine's memory, really. I mean, it had another kind of story to it about, the whole, Senate thing and trying to get that one bill passed and whatnot. But, it was all, it was pretty much they had the Wolverine Origins movie, but this is pretty much, Hugh Jackman's, rise to fame right here.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. What's your take on the story aspect of X-Men 1? I mean, to me, it just felt like more of an introduction to the whole characters. It did once the sequel started happening, you started getting more into the story part of it.
I agree. I feel the same way.
Because watching it last night, I was like, wow. I mean, it's a good movie. It's a great movie, but it's more of an introduction. They've got kind of like how sitcoms will have different storylines for different characters. That was my take on it. This movie had different storylines for different characters, but it was just like an introduction movie.
I agree. So it was an introduction to the movies. Because they were expecting to make obviously some sequels, but the story in itself, it wasn't actually bad.
It wasn't.
I enjoyed it.
It wasn't. You had the first scene, where kind of the first scene in Poland in the early, with Magneto and whatever, and then you have
the concentration camp.
The concentration camp, right? And then you have Rogue, putting that boy in a coma.
Rogue is one of my favorites too.
Yeah, Rogue is one of my favorites. I don't know, when it comes to the 90s animated show, I was more of a Gambit fan. And they have teased the Gambit movie for a very long time. It's kind of like DC's version of the Flash. I mean, it's been the Flash movie. I mean, it's been rumored and rumored and rumored, but yet we haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, Yeah, I was a little disappointed that they didn't have Gambit on first X-Men.
Right. Me too. Me too. But I can't remember if it was the first one or the second one. They did have Hank McCoy on there, but it was in a news broadcast. He wasn't Beast Man yet. He wasn't Beast. You know, he was still human form.
I think that was the first one.
Was it the first one?
I think so.
But it was Hal McCoy, or not Hal McCoy, Hank McCoy. I'm getting my baseball and my X-Men mixed up, Stoner. Hal McCoy is a writer for the Cincinnati Enquirer that does all the red stuff. Cincinnati Red stuff.
Gotcha.
Really, it's really confusing, guys. Give me a break. I mean, geez, OP. You know. But yeah. But yeah. I just saw that Easter egg. You know. When I watched it, I watched both movies kind of back to back, but now I can't remember which one I saw him in now, though.
That's what happens when you watch them both at the same time. Because that's what happened to me. I watched both of them, so like both movies are kind of like embedded in my brain at the same time. So I can't make a difference. I can't make the difference between the two right now.
Right. Yeah, me neither. But you know, that introduction to Logan was pretty cool seeing, though. The whole cage fight thing.
Yes.
That was pretty awesome. I really loved that. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and show our fans that clip real quick, and
Let's do it.
let's do it. All right.
Whatever you do, don't hit him in the balls.
You said anything goes.
Anything goes, but he'll take it personal. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's winner and still king of the cage, the Wolverine. Jackie, could you clear my schedule?
All right. Sorry about that. All right. So we're gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna let you know. We're gonna go ahead and just go ahead and go to Stoner's favorite clip from the movie, because it kind of is right after my favorite scene, which is kind of weird, you know. So we're gonna go ahead and just go ahead and play that through.
Find something new, honey? You're sticking with water. I'll have a beer.
Preparations are nearly completed for the upcoming United Nations World Summit. With nearly every invitation confirmed, the event promises to be the largest single gathering of world leaders in history. The leaders of over 200 nations will discuss issues ranging from the world's economic climate and weapons treaties to the mutant phenomenon and its impact on our world stage. Many American legislators have contended that debate over mutant issues should be the primary focus of what is, on the surface at least, a strictly diplomatic affair.
You owe me some money.
Come on, Stu, let's not do this.
No man takes a beating like that without a mark to show for it.
Come on, buddy, this isn't gonna be worth it.
I know what you are.
You lost your money. You keep this up, you lose something else. Come on, buddy.
Get out of my bar, freak.
Favorite scene.
Alright, so that's so weird how you said that was your favorite scene, and then my favorite scene was like right before that. That was like really odd. But that's not even the oddest part. We'll have to wait till we get to the X-Men 2 movie. Start talking about the X-Men 2 movie after to get to the oddest part. Alright, so if anybody wants to go ahead and follow Stoner XXL on social media, I just put everything up on his up there on the Twitch side of things. He has a Twitch, of course, and he also has a Twitter. And they're both pretty easy to remember, Stoner XXL. I mean, hey. Made my job a whole lot easier. I know that, but it made my job preparing for this interview a whole lot easier. Oh. But yeah, I went ahead and put that link up there. I'll put it up there again before the end of the show. I just wanted to make sure I got that out there. Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. Alright, so yeah, I think the X-Men, the first one had a pretty nice twist to things too. I mean, throughout the whole movie, and yes, I better put this up there too. I think I used to have this command. I hope I still do. Let's see. I don't know if it's. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. Oh, spoiler command. We will be talking some spoilers in this. It is a pretty old movie, so I don't think I'm giving anything away. But for those that are new to the X-Men movies, and not like Stoner said earlier, I mean, some of the newer generation, that's all they've seen is like the newer generation of X-Men movies, which kind of left a little to be desired. They need to go back and watch this, this one. At least the first three. The first three were pretty awesome.
I agree.
And then watch the Logan movie.
That's the way of doing it.
That's, yeah. I mean, holy cow. I mean, yeah. Enough said. But yeah. I gotta get back to my other screen here for YouTube real quick. Okay, there we go. All right. So yeah, but yeah, you need to start off with this. And so, as I was saying, throughout the whole movie, you kind of thinking that Magneto's after Wolverine, and you would think so because how he can control metal. Wolverine's made of metal. It makes sense.
It does make sense.
It does make sense, but when they're on that train, he said, Wolverine goes, "Well, why do you think? Well, why are you after me?" And and Magneto goes, "Who says I'm after you?" And then it just starts clicking, It just starts clicking, and it's really cool, I love plot twists like that. I mean, they're unexpected, they're expected, but they're not expected. It's kind of like holy cow moment. It's like you kind of felt it, but you didn't want to say anything just in case you were wrong.
Exactly.
Kind of moment. It was just, oh my gosh, it was so cool. Yeah, and all along he was after Rogue and, her abilities to, kind of transfer powers and whatnot. And I think they really did a really cool job because, in the animated movie or the animated show in the 90s and throughout the whole comics, Rogue had that piece of white hair. And throughout the whole movie, she didn't have it. And then she gets it at the end of the movie. I thought that was freaking phenomenal. I thought that was freaking awesome. So awesome. Let's see. There we go. So, that's X-Men 1, 2000. So, the way it went is you had the X-Men movie come out in 2000. You had Spider-Man come out in, 2002?
Yes.
And then the X-Men 2 movie came out in 2003. And brought back the original cast and then added somebody to it. And as we were talking tonight before the show, you and I found out that our favorite scene from the movie was the same scene. Now, how odd is that? That doesn't happen very often, people. I'm here to tell you. I've done 4 seasons. This is the 4th season of DC Film Talk, and that's the first time that's ever happened in the show's history. Oh my gosh.
It's just a good scene.
We're breaking records today, Stoner. We're breaking records. I guess we're not breaking them, we're setting them. We're setting records. So, but yeah, we'll get into that in a second. So, X-Men 2, it was again directed by Bryan Singer. Now, there was a Donner that was part of X-Men 2, but it wasn't Richard. I think it was his daughter, I believe, or maybe some relation to Donner. There was a Donner involved with it, like the Superman movies, but not just Richard Donner like the Superman movies. So, but it was still good. It was so good. Now, I'm telling you what, I just told you a few minutes ago I have not seen Dark Phoenix. But if they would have taken from the story where X-Men 2 left off and kind of built from that,
yes.
I think that it would have been awesome sauce.
I agree.
Yeah,
but
no.
they didn't do that.
They didn't do that. No, they did not. And I think it had a lot of fans pretty mad that they didn't. But that'd be a rant for YouTube, definitely. I might put that on my YouTube channel. That'd be a good rant. I need to start doing that. I need to do superhero movie and TV rants on my YouTube channel.
I think that's a good idea.
That would be so much fun. Most people see me as Mr. Nice Guy. They don't see me, you've got to cross a pretty thin line to see me rant about anything or get upset about anything. Even when I curse at work, people are like thrown off a little bit because I don't really curse that much at work. So, it's that kind of dynamic. So to see the DC rapper go off script and just kind of like go off, be kind of fun. But anyway, but yeah, X-Men 2 is where, I think actually the story begins. At the end of X-Men, Professor X, tells Logan of a location, and it kind of picks up there. And for all he knows, it's abandoned. I mean, he doesn't see anything there. And another one of my favorite scenes, and we'll get to our favorite scene here in a second, but one of my other favorite scenes was when they were in Boston and the fire and the cops cars and everything.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That was really cool too. It was just, the whole CGI thing. I mean, they didn't use too much. It looks like they used it when they needed to use it, and they used it good. I'll say that. How am I looking on the phone there? Am I looking good? Awesome sauce. I always worry about that. I make these backgrounds myself, and I put all this stuff together myself, so it makes it like, does it look good? It looks good to me. I don't know, but anyway.
I know how you feel.
Huh?
I know how you feel.
Right.
I usually spend 20 minutes every day before streams just trying to make sure that it looks decent.
Right.
Tweaking things, changing things.
Right. Now, it's kind of different with me now. When I got a haircut about 2 weeks ago, and the lady cut my hair as if I was right-handed. Well, I'm left-handed. So, if I try to comb it the way that I normally comb it, it sticks up all over the place. So I gotta kind of use a right-handed comb over, basically, for my hair to lay right. And it takes forever for me to do that one-handed. So, the last 2 weeks has been like crazy trying to get ready for anything. Yeah, that's a rant I'm going to put on my OHB Kev channel. Make sure, lesson learned. I did not tell her I was left-handed. I did tell her I was one-handed. I guess she just assumed that I was right-handed, since that's what most people are, and I understand that. I'm not mad at her. Because I didn't speak up. But it will be a rant. Oh. Yeah, so, but, X-Men 2, we're going to go ahead and get, just show this opening scene. It's a 3-minute clip, you guys, and, it shows off one of the new characters in X-Men movie franchise. I love it. So here it is.
subjects. Mr. President, security breach. Jackie, leave. Let's get him out to the car. Exit's not clear. We don't know how many there are. Pulse 5 secure.
There's something in the corridor.
To the shelter. Negative. Not clear.
It's outside the Oval Office.
Lock this place down. Don't shoot!
I love watching Nightcrawler do all the stunts.
My God.
He's ready to go. And he gets shot.
Alright, so yeah, how, I mean, like I said, like that's the first time ever that somebody's picked the same scene that I have. I thought that's just awesome. So, that's the only scene that we got to show you for X-Men 2, since, well, they're both, the same thing. But we have a lot to talk about X-Men 2, Lily. I mean, the story was phenomenal in it. It was a lot better than I thought it was. I mean, again, coming from the X-Men movie was an introductory movie, and it had some plots to it, but again, in my opinion, it didn't have a full-out story. This one did, and another character that was introduced was William Stryker.
Stryker, yes.
Yes, which, if you are an X-Men fan, you know the name. And this movie portrayed him very well, I believe. The whole, dynamic between him and Wolverine, and, him and Cerebro was pretty cool, and, what is your thoughts on... Uh-oh! I'm gonna move that around, don't I? Huh. There we go. Well, thanks for hosting the stream, Stoner.
I clicked on it last night. I was already hosting it.
Right, you was. I thought we had somebody else for a second. I'm like, oh, okay. That's cool, though. We can do that. We've gotten one follow today and then 2 from the same host. That's awesome. I think it counts. I hope. Anyway. But what was your thoughts what was your expectations going in from X-Men 1 to X-Men 2? Were they pretty high, or they were kind of mediocre, or?
Up here. I thought it was going to be great. I'm like, alright, cool. The first one is just the introduction. Let's get to the point. Let's get to the chase. Let's see all the good stuff. Let's see Wolverine kick everybody's butt. Let's just get it done.
Right.
And it was exactly what I wanted. The only complaint that I had was that we didn't get another 20 minutes.
I mean, it was a quite bit longer than the first movie, though. You've got to admit that. I mean,
It was, but I felt like they could have added a little more content just for, the geek side of me.
okay, if you could have saw one more battle in X-Men 2, who would you like to see face off?
Well, it would have to make sense within the continuity of the movie, so maybe Magneto against, like, I don't know, Storm, for like a real good battle.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Or the only thing with X-Men 2 is that I really didn't like Cyclops from the beginning.
You did not like Cyclops?
I don't. I didn't like him. I don't like the character in the movie. So
now, let me ask you this though. But in the animated series, was you a fan of Cyclops?
Yes. So animated series Cyclops is awesome.
Okay, so
movie Cyclops not so great. It's also because I was biased, because I like Wolverine, so I wanted him to stay with Jean Grey.
Right. So, but if you could pick somebody yourself, if you were like the casting director of the next X-Men movie, who would you bring in for Cyclops? How would you repair that mistake?
Okay, that's good.
That's good. Hey, I'm the one asking the questions. I know it's good.
There's only one person.
Who's that?
But that's the problem. It's just he wouldn't fit as Cyclops, so I just would want him to be Cyclops. It would be Keanu Reeves.
Well, he can wear a wig and he can wear a wig and have short hair. I mean,
That's the problem. I would want the God.
That's funny. That's good though. I mean,
if it had to be somebody else, let's use Tobey Maguire. Why not? Let's ruin people's childhoods.
Tobey Maguire as Cyclops. Oh my gosh, I have got. Dang. Okay. That just blew my mind.
That will get me fired. That will get me fired.
That would mess me up totally, because I've seen this first Spider-Man movie over 600 times. So that would totally mess me up. Almost to the point where I think I'm getting ready to start saying I've seen it 700 times. But
so you watch it.
Huh?
If Tobey Maguire becomes Cyclops, you will watch the X-Men movie.
Oh yes.
So mission accomplished.
Right. Now,
the studio money.
There is a B actor out there that I know of. He's been only in a few select films that I think would be do a pretty good job, and his name is Dustin Lynch. He's been in a few movies with I can't think of his I can't think of his name. I had it. The Pulp Fiction guy. Who was that?
Which one?
Oh, who was Saturday Night Fever. John Travolta.
Gotcha.
And he's been in a few movies with Bruce Willis, or in a movie with Bruce Willis as well.
You said Dustin Lynch, correct?
Yes. You might have to go search for him on the IMDb page.
I just did.
Right.
Yeah, I know who he is. I know who you're talking about. I think he'll be good. He kind of looks like the type that will look like Cyclops. Like, I don't know.
Now, you want to hear something funny?
Go for it.
That's my cousin.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, so we gotta cut the check.
Right. That's my cousin right there.
I support it. Let's make him some money.
Let's get him into this. Now, there for a while, I was trying to get him on as the next Green Lantern. But
No, don't do him like that.
But
Lantern's curse.
But I will have to say he would play a better Cyclops.
I mean, anybody will play a better Cyclops. But I'll give it to him.
He has the look, though. Don't you agree?
He does. That's why I agree.
Right. You know.
He has the look.
I think it would be freaking awesome. Dustin, if you're watching, I love you, cuz. Let's get this working. Get with your agent or something, dude. Let's make this happen.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm going on Twitter and just ranting about this to make it happen.
Are you really? Would put me in that at Film Talk DC.
You got it. I will do this.
Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. And I'll have to put it on. I'll have to share it on his Instagram page. I think he has an Instagram page. Oh my gosh. So yeah. But anyway, X-Men 2 has a few storylines. It has the kind of like, again, continuing the Wolverine origin story and the whole Cerebro thing, and kidnapping Professor X and the guy that plays Cyclops. We've already the guy formerly known as Cyclops. Oh. Yeah, that guy. The guy that's now in the Sonic movie. Yeah, that guy.
Oh God, I'm not watching the Sonic movie.
Oh, come on. So wait a minute. You said in the chat before I brought you on that you have a Sega Genesis still?
I do, yes.
Really?
And it works. I had it since 1999.
That is awesome, dude. How many games do you have for it?
Like 2.
2?
Yeah.
Okay, so Sonic and what else?
So there's Sonic, Sonic and Knuckles.
Right.
And then I have the Sonic game. That's it.
We gotta get you some more games, dude.
You know what it is? It's just one of those things that I had as a child and I never played with it. So I kept it in good condition. It's like my Nintendo 64. I still have it.
Right.
I just need a power brick. It works.
I actually, so I started out, of course, I'll be 43 in a couple months, so I'm an old guy. I started out with the Atari 2600.
Whoa.
Right? And then I've also played the Intellivision, the ColecoVision. Then I went to the Nintendo. So my parents split up before I was born. So at my dad's house, I had the original Nintendo. At my mom's house, I had the Sega Master System. So I got the best of both worlds, basically. Yeah. I got to play the Nintendo and the Sega, and went from the Sega to the Genesis I even had the Sega Saturn. The only one that I did not have was the Sega Dreamcast. I did not get that one.
I had a Dreamcast too.
Oh, did you have a Dreamcast?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. But
alright.
Right.
I like the Genesis better. That's why I kept it in such good condition.
Now, Genesis had one of my favorite Spider-Man games to this day, and that was Maximum Carnage.
I don't think I ever played it.
Oh my gosh. If you ever find Maximum Carnage anywhere, make sure that you pick it up, because dude, I don't know if you have like a nostalgic video game place you can go to around where you are, but if you do, man, be on the lookout.
I'm looking right now. Where are you looking? Right beside.
It has Carnage on the. You get to play as Venom and Spider-Man both.
Oh, I have it.
You get to play as Venom and Spider-Man, both. You get to play as Venom and Spider-Man, both. You get to play as Venom and Spider-Man, both. You get to play as Venom and Spider-Man, both. You get to play as Venom and Spider-Man, both. You get to play as Venom and Spider-Man, both. You get to play as Venom and Spider-Man, both. You get to play as Venom and Spider-Man, both. You get to play as Venom and Spider-Man, both. You get to play as Venom and Spider-Man, both. You get to play as Venom and Spider-Man, both. You get to play as Venom and Spider-Man, both. You get to play as Venom and Spider-Man, both. You get to play as Venom and Spider-Man, both. You get to play as Venom and Spider-Man, both. You get to play as Venom and Spider-Man, both. You get to play as Venom and Spider-Man, both. You get to play as Venom and Spider-Man, both. You get to play as Ve It's so awesome. You know, it's not like open world awesome or anything like that. I mean, you know, back in the day, you didn't have that. So,
Wish.
I know, right?
Oh, I like this. I'm buying it.
How much is it?
I found one for about $12
$12
on eBay.
Reputable seller, I hope.
They have a brand new one for $100.
$100. If you buy the used one for $12, just make sure that it's guaranteed to work before you buy it.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be hard to guarantee it regardless. It's a 1994 video game.
Right.
I'll take the chances for $11.
Right, why not, right? You know, have you ever thought about, you've seen some of these guys on YouTube, like, buying, like, just a bundle of games, like, the guy, for, like, you know, $100 or whatever, just, they give you, like, 40, 50 games, and have you ever thought about doing something like that?
I actually done it.
You've actually done it? How
Yeah,
was it?
I bought a Nintendo 64 bundle, and there was 20 games in it. Out of the 20, only like 16 of them were.
Hey.
But 16 out of 20 is not bad. That's okay.
No, heck no, that's pretty good. That's awesome. That is awesome sauce. Alright, so getting back to the X-Men. We keep on getting off track too. Well, this is fine. I'm totally fine with it. But X-Men, you know, like I said, it had that whole storyline with you know, the Cerebro, which was kind of cool. You know, how the new Cerebro was getting built, and you know, Wolverine kind of finding out who he was. And actually, the third storyline, we kind of saw glimpses of it through it, but didn't really catch anything until the final scene of the movie. And this is why I said earlier that if the Dark Phoenix would have taken off where this movie left off,
It would have been awesome.
yeah, it would have been 1,000 times better movie. And I haven't even seen it yet. I'm just going off the reviews that I've seen. You know, I mean, I think it got like, it didn't even get a 50% on Rotten Tomatoes, I don't think.
See, I'm a fan of bad movies, but...
Okay, there's one movie I cannot stand to watch. It's not superhero related, but I just cannot stand to watch it, and it's called 8 Heads in a Duffel Bag. Do not watch that movie. It is so stupid. I watched it because it had Joe Pesci in it. You know, I'm a big Joe Pesci fan from My Cousin Vinny and Home Alone and, you know, things like that. Don't watch this movie. Alright, so yeah. But it was just, you know, I mean, it threw everything in together quite nicely. I mean, the movie flowed nice. It was again directed by Bryan Singer, which I can see why the Superman movie in 2006 wanted him to direct it, but they needed a different story for that movie. But anyway, I don't think that was totally Bryan Singer's fault. But you know, it was more the which I guess he kind of helped write the story, but yeah. Anyway, it was kind of his fault. But yeah, what? So, did you go to the theaters to see this movie, The X-Men 2?
Yes, I want to see both, 1 and 2.
So, on your way out of the theater, what was your final thoughts of the movie?
I thought it was awesome.
Did you go back and see it a second time in the theater?
I saw it 5 times.
In the theater?
Yes.
Dude! Wow, that is amazing. That breaks... Now, I went and saw Spider-Man the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 4 times in the theater. And this last Spider-Man movie I saw twice in the theater, the Far From Home. But yeah, that 5, man, that breaks my record. Okay.
I have a tendency of watching movies multiple times with friends, because I have like different sets of friends. So I always think one person will say, "Hey, can we go watch this movie?" I said yes. And the next person said, "Hey, do you watch that movie?" I'm like, "Yes, but I'll again."
Right,
right. And for the first 2 weeks, I'm watching it almost every other night.
Right. Now, I told you before that I have seen the first Spider-Man movie, like, it was like 670 something times. 675 times, I think is what I said to you the other day. And, of course, I saw the movie, like I said, 4 times in the theater. And then when it came out on DVD, my whole, all my coworkers like, how many times have you watched it? How many times have you watched it? So I just started keeping track, so I can give them an accurate number. So, that's why, I'm still keeping count to this day. It's just I never stopped. But yeah, it was just funny,
Yeah.
I think that's supposed to say I love Spidey. I live a potty. Earnhardt fan. Oops. I think you need to work on your typing there, buddy. Yeah, man, I just wish they'd go back to the same format they were using with these newer X-Men movies as they did with the old ones. Something needs to be done.
100%, because the second movie was really, really good.
Right, it was really good. And even the third one wasn't that bad. Yeah, I gotta go with Spidey. Yeah, I love Spidey. Yes. Yeah, me too, Earnhardt fan. Me too. But yeah, man, these directors today need to start watching the old time movies, man, because that's where it's at. That's where it's at.
Too much CGI and not a good enough writing.
Right, they think that the CGI is just going to make up for the bad storyline, and no, it doesn't work with that doesn't work with any movie, superhero or not superhero related.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, so it's about that time, and I'll send you on your way. I do appreciate you being on tonight, and I hope that we can talk some more movies next season. Oh, Missy liked the stream over on our Facebook side. All right, thanks for coming in, Missy. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Missy.
She is actually going to be the guest of our next show.
Interesting. What was it going to be about?
Phase 4. Marvel Phase 4. Oh,
I'll be there.
You'll be there?
Yes, it's not X-Men, but I'll take it.
She wanted to do a movie just on the Eternal movies alone, the Eternals alone, but there's not so much. There's not too much about the Eternals movie by itself yet. It would be a very short conversation. So I asked her if she would like, hello, Missy. Thank you so much for coming in. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, I asked her if it was okay if we did one just on Phase 4 so that we have more to talk about,
Yes.
So, but I'll get in that in a little bit. Won't you hop back in over on the chat on Twitch and I'll let everybody know what the next couple of shows are going to be about. Thank you again so much, Stoner. It was a lot of fun. We think a lot in a lot of different ways when it comes to X-Men and baseball. We didn't go into baseball talks today, but we were talking during our pre-interview, and I guess we stayed on, what, 2 hours extra just talking about baseball?
Yes.
Something like that. Reaper, how you going, sir? Chris, thank you so much for coming in. Now we're getting the people coming in. Awesome sauce. All right, so again, thanks a lot, Stoner, for coming in, and I will see you both on the OHB side and on the DC Film Talk side, I guess. Thank you so much, buddy.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
All right. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
Thank you.
There we go. There we go. I'm good. How are you? I cannot complain, Chris. I cannot complain. How's life been treating you, man? How has life been treating you, Chris? Life's been okay? Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. I'm all booked up for the rest of the season, Chris, but I've seen that you've done a lot of live videos on Facebook. Would you be up to doing a webcam show? I know you've done voiceovers on DC Film Talk in the past. Would you be willing to do a face-to-face cam show with us? Say for season 5? Talking about something? Not sure yet? What yet? Sure, man. Awesome sauce. Love to. That is awesome. Now, I will tell you, actually, let me get my book out. Oh, that's the wrong book. Can't really see this one all too well because, well, hold on a second. I know how I can do this. Okay, give me 1 second, Chris. I'm looking up something real quick. Okay, so the next show that I have available to book will be our November show next season. So it'll be the second week of November, Chris. Great shirt. Oh, thank you, Missy. I really do appreciate that. If you would like to go buy the shirt, for those of you, okay, second week in November. Now, you and I have got to come up with a topic. Now, and I'll get with you after the show and we can discuss that, Chris. So if you would like to go and get one of these shirts, if you over on our Facebook side, wow, November already, I know. So I've got September, October, and November booked because we only do one show in November, one show in December, and one show in January because of the holidays. So, yeah, I've already got September through November already booked for next season. Oops, sorry, Bella. Isn't that great? But yeah, so want to show it? Go to the Facebook.com/the DC Film Talk store, and if you are on our Twitter page or Twitch page right now, let's see if I can't bring this up. And there it is. For those of you on Twitch, there's the link. We've got t-shirts, we've got hoodies, we've got towels, we've got pillows. T-shirts come in all sizes. Missy goes thumbs up. Yeah, baby. But man, that's awesome. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really do. I don't wear these shirts every single time. I try to wear a shirt that goes along with the show. You guys know that. But I am an X-Men fan, but I really don't. Now, I have a Marvel shirt that has a few of the X-Men on it, but it's so faded that on stream, I did try to wear it on stream. Pillows so you can dream about DC Film Talk. There's more throw pillows for the couch, Missy, but yeah. I lost my train of thought there. Oh man. But yeah, no. Was we still talking about the merchandise? But yeah, it's a little different on Facebook because, like I said, Facebook, I have my own site for it. Now, something so cool that's going to happen within, we're talking in before season 5 starts. That's what I'm going to say. Before season 5 starts, we're going to have one place for everything. Our videos for got him. Oh gosh. Yeah, we're going to have our videos, we're going to have our merchandise, we're going to have our live events information, everything on one site, and that's DCFilmTalk.com, on one site for everything. I cannot wait. Again, that won't be up till right before season 5 starts, I'm hoping. So, I'm working with the guy now. Oh, that's so awesome that it actually shows both. That's cool. Okay, I didn't know if it would or not. So, Chris says hi, Missy, if you can, if you didn't see that. I know, it is sweet. It is sweet. It's something I've been wanting to do for a very long time. I am doing it for both OHB Gaming and DC Film Talk. Oh, she says hello back, Chris. Awesome sauce. I am so glad to see you both in here. We're only missing Ginge, and we're missing your mom, Missy. We're missing Yanks Girl. That's the only one we're missing right now. But our next show is going to be with Missy, right? And it's going to be on February 28th, and we're going to be talking the Eternals. We're going to be talking Phase 4. It was Eternals, but it's not so much to talk about that yet. Other though that it did finish production, but other than that, that's it. But we are going to talk Phase 4. And then March 13th, we're going to have its Ohio State representative, Scott Lips, back on the show here in studio. That's going to be an awesome show to see. And then on March 27th, it's going to be a very epic show that I'm not going to say anything about right now. March 27th is going to be a fan appreciation show done in a way that you would not think it could be done. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And it's not even going to be about superheroes. I will give you that much. It's going to be, you guys know I love my sports. And I talk a lot of sports on my OHBKev, Twitch page and whatnot. But my DC Film Talk followers will get to know me in a way that they do not know me. And that is, we are going to be talking baseball. We are going to be talking baseball come March 27th. That is opening day week for baseball, if you do not know already. So, but going to have a special guest and a special host on for the show. So, could DC Rapper have a new co-host for season 5? We're going to find out. We are going to find out. So those are the next 3 shows. Then we're going to have 2 in April and then 2 in May, and that's it. So we've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 more shows to do. So we'll be hint, it's not me. Missy, would you like to co-host DC Film Talk? Would you like your own segment on DC Film Talk on a every show basis? Is that what you're saying? Or are you just saying that it's not you? I don't know. I got mixed feelings there. I'm getting my thoughts all crossed over on that one there, Missy. It is going to be very exciting. Like I said, I don't want to give too much away. Baseball talk, I'm down. You got that right. So mark your calendar, Stoner. Next week, or not next week, but February 28th, we are going to be talking Phase 4, Marvel's Phase 4, and then March 13th, we're going to have Ohio State representative, my representative, come be on the show again. I think he wants to talk a little Iron Man. Interesting. And then our baseball show coming September or March 27th. So, we've got 7 more shows to do before the end of season 4. It's approaching quickly. A lot of work has been done. I'm sorry I have not streamed much other than the talk show, but I have been doing a lot of behind the scenes work on the website. I've been toying around with ideas on on the for the YouTube channel, things like that. Things have been slow going on the YouTube side for both channels, so I do apologize about that. But you know how that goes. You know, it's just life happens sometimes, and there's nothing you can do about it. So, Chris, is there? Do you have now? I'm already doing a Joker show next season. Chris, have you? Oh man, he probably won't want to do it. So I'll try as much as I can. Unfortunately, March, April, and May, I won't be able to watch much. What is it? I'm just trying to kind of figure out what show we want to do next. I haven't done a Captain Marvel show. I haven't done a Shazam show. I have not done... Well, the Birds of Prey has come out. I haven't done one of those. Or would you like to go off topic and talk about something else? October is when I normally do my opposite day show. We usually talk about Stranger Things. Whatever you want, man. Oh, man, you're making this hard for me, Chris. Choice of topics, I know, right? You guys, you know what my first show of season 5 is going to be? My first show of season 5 is going to be the 1980s movie Howard the Duck. How about that? Have you seen Howard the Duck? Yeah! That's going to be our very first show come season 5 in September. Yeah, baby, I know, right? I cannot wait for that show. That's a possibility, Missy. I don't know. How about a show on streaming, pros, cons, and difficulties? That's something that would be normally done on a YouTube channel, and I could do that kind of show. If you guys want to see that kind of content on my YouTube channel, let me know. Once I do get a car, I'm also going to be going around to various destinations that's comic book related and put on my YouTube channel. So there was a lot of content coming. It's just certain things that got to happen first. Because in order to grow this channel, I have to grow my YouTube channel, and I just don't have any content for it yet. Other than these shows, and we can't. It's kind of up to it's kind of up in the air if a Silent Bob show. Missy, do you want to do a? Are we talking like Clerks? Jay and Silent Bob? He is a big superhero fan. Silent Bob is a huge superhero fan. Mallrats. There you go. Okay. Now, I got two people here that want to do. Okay, so here's what we can do. On November and December months, we can be a Jay and Silent Bob. We can talk Crooks on one, Mallrats on the other. How about that? Mallrats has Stan Lee, and is that the one he's like, well, when I created Spot, you know, he's talking to the guy at the window? Is that Mallrats? Yes. I'm good like that. Oh my God, fantastic. So, I'll get with the both of you. Missy, I'll talk to you more on Tuesday about it. I can talk to you more about that on Tuesday when we have our pre-interview for our next show this upcoming, or on the 28th. We're getting together around 3 p.m., right, Missy? Is that still the plan? This is a subject I can do. I thought you did pretty well with your Hulk show, Missy. I mean, you did pretty well. I was very impressed. Yes, it is. Awesome sauce. Okay. Awesome sauce. Yeah, baby, yeah. Gotta play Goodbye Horses in the background for the Crooks show. Don't know if we'll be able to get away with that with copyright stuff, but we can try to do something. Stoner, if you're still in here, I will try to have this show that we're taping right now, that we're live with right now, on YouTube by Monday. At the Monday night by the latest. Probably after I get off work Monday, I will try to post it to YouTube. So yeah. Well, thank you. I'm a Kevin Smith expert. Ooh. Now, have you seen the reboot already? The Jay and Silent Bob reboot? Have you seen that yet? Maybe that's what we can do. We haven't done. Ooh. Oh my gosh, so many questions, so many things to do. So, Missy, I'll get with you on Tuesday at 3 p.m. when we talk. No, not yet. Wow, that's impressive. With you being a Kevin Smith expert, I would have thought that you had seen it already. Chris, I will get with you on Facebook. I'll chat with you there. And we will hash this out on. I think that Chris wants to do Mallrats. Are you okay with that, Missy? I just don't want to anger anybody, that's all. Okay, you still have Instagram, right, Chris? Can I get a hold of you still on Instagram? Oh no, I don't know. Yes, I do, but I haven't used it in a while. Alright, well, I'll see if I can't find you on Facebook. Do you still have a Discord name? Chris? Oh no. But yeah, we got a lot of cool things coming. 7 shows left to the end of the season. The DC Raptors gonna go play some golf. Missy, is it? You know, you call me DC even on my OHB Kev streams. Is it real now that I'm actually DC Rapper again? I gotcha. So you don't have the app on your phone anymore or anything like that. So you don't even go in there. That's cool. No worries. No worries. I'll get a hold of you somehow. We've got till November of next year. Oh, so all right. La la ba ba ba. It's fitting. Calling me DC is finally fitting again. I know. I'm going to try to do some more. I'm going to try to do a stream every Friday night. Here on the DC Film Talk channel. What kind of show would you like to see on the Friday nights we don't do DC Film Talk? Let me ask that. What kind of show would you guys like to see me do? I need to stream more as DC Film Talk, because this is the one that's I'm trying to get OHB Kev affiliated. We're really close, you guys. 2.3 average out of 3. We're really close to getting affiliated over on the OHB Kev side. But what kind of should I just do, like any subject, she says. So I was thinking I did a Chronicles of DC Rapper during season 2 where it was just me just talking to you guys about anything. Whatever came up in the conversation came up in the conversation. Would you like to be, would it be something like that you guys would like to see? Now, we did an Into the Spider-Verse show last season. Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about, like, the multitude of what could be the Spider-Verse coming up with Venom and... That's great. It means that I'm doing double duties on Fridays now. Both streaming on OHB Kev and DC Film Talk every single Friday. Hey, look at that. Speaking of OHB Kev, if you don't follow OHB Kev, you should. No, Spider-Verse from the comics, the whole Spider-Verse saga. Like the whole clone stuff with Kane and the Scarlet Spider and stuff like that. Is that what you're talking about, Chris? It's like Superman changing in the phone booth. Oh, which be Kevin's now DC rapper. Now I'm DC. Now I'm HBK. Now I'm DC. Now I'm HBK. Like the 2099 Spider-Man, Noah Spider-Man, Punk Spider-Man, Gwen Stacy, Spider-Girl, and the Madam Web. Yeah. We can do a 90s Spider-Man animated special and talk about that, because I do remember that have a different voice for each. Well, that could possibly happen here soon with DC's income tax money. He's getting some new toys that goes along with his stream. Okay, so this changes that. So now wait a minute, Chris. Are you proposing that you and I do 2 shows next season? And then, or you just want to do the animated special? So, are you saying that Missy can have all the Mallrats? Let me try to book a few more shows in between that, Chris. And let me try to throw a few more shows in between what we just scheduled, okay? And then I'll get back with you on that, because I do not have an animated show yet scheduled for season 5 yet. That would be cool. Okay, well that's fine. Missy can do all the Kevin Smith she can. That's fine, and I'll do the 90s animated. Well, let's do that then. And then if there's something else, I know you're always quick to be a fill-in if I need to. Hey Chris, I have an idea. I don't know. Would you be up for a Deadpool show? Or no? Would you be up for a Deadpool show? Yes! I love Deadpool. I was supposed to have a Deadpool show this season. It didn't happen. Alright. They do have now that PG-13 version of Deadpool 2 that we can talk about. You know, it's got to be the PG-13 one, because since this is a PG-13 kind of show, you know what I'm saying? So that's the one we'll talk about. I've seen them all in the PG-13. I've seen them all, but I've not seen the PG-13 one yet. But I have a while till that show gets till we do that show, so I should be okay with that. And I don't know why I'm still wearing this. I don't need to wear this anymore. Now look at this. There we go. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. There we go. Alright, you guys. And watch cartoon episodes with him. That is freaking awesome. Alright, you guys. Well, I am going to head off of here. It is almost 9:30 now. So, thank you, Chris, for coming in over on our YouTube sides. Thank you, Earnhardt fan, for coming in. I don't know if you're still here or not, but thank you for coming in and following Esterno for the host, Missy with the Facebook like and coming in on the Facebook fine. Awesome stream. Sorry I came in late. Hey, it's better late than never. Fix to do. I'm trying to, Missy. I'm trying to. But our next show will be the one that Missy is going to be the guest of, and that's going to be on February 28th. We're going to be talking Phase 4. Have a great night. You guys have a great night too, and thank you for everybody that came out today. It was a freaking awesome show. Have a great rest of the night, everybody. This is DC Rapper.